So, Cindy had asked me to do a recording about a time where I used solution focused either training or language to deal with a situation in CAP. And I wanted to share a time where solution focused, in particular, the ranging and the future vision type of work that solution focus provides was really helpful in a very difficult time when I was very early on the division manager of CAP. So without going and mentioning names, I just want to talk about this time when we had a really difficult and uncomfortable situation between one of my teams where there was miscommunication, lack of trust, and just resentment between the team members. And I had let it go a little too long, and it had begun to bubble up. And so finally, I had to address the situation. And so I called the meeting where we're going to meet with all the team members. And I remember, calling Monica and Cindy and getting some input on how to move forward. And they reminded me of the ranging and that future vision, that miracle question of what would the team look like if everything was working well. And so I prepared for that day, but I wasn't prepared for how dramatic and how much tension and some of the things that were going to happen in that meeting. I thought I was prepared, but really what helped was that even though I wasn't as prepared as I thought I really kept that idea of solution focused constantly in front of me, and I kept coming back to the solution focused model and the idea of what we want is solutions, not necessarily to get stuck in problems. So we had the meeting, and I will say that there had to be a time to vent, and there was a lot of emotional venting that went on that day. But that happened for the first part of the meeting, and then we moved into solution focus, and I asked the team to tell me where they thought they were at that moment as far as being a high functioning team, and of course it was low. And then we spent the next hour or so talking about what would it look like for the team to be high functioning, and how do we get to that next level, or how do we get to a higher number. And the team did, I think, a good job of creating expectations and small steps to do next. And at the end of the period of the conversation, we weren't there yet, but we came out of that meeting with a plan, and we came out with very specific and tangible tasks for team members to do to rebuild trust and rebuild engagement. So, solution focus for me kept me grounded in a very emotional and turbulent meeting, and helped the team come up with things that we could do to improve the situation instead of just leaving the meeting blaming each other for our situation. So I think that's a really good example of, even if you're just a novice at solution focused, if you can keep it in front of you, you can use it to get through difficult situations. So thank you.